let's get to what the players had to say. First up, we have Aura SoundBoi. Infexious has always been my favorite player and someone I look up to even today. I hope I can overcome him and prove to myself that I belong here with these killers. I think that's a very cool thing to say. Just a little bit of his backstory. He had a big performance at VS Fighting back in 2018, a few years ago now, and he's been a threat ever since. Got second place in the online Celtic Throwdown, for example. He got 13th place last CPT, so already leveled up since then.
And again, that's what's cool about having these established players and then these people that are rising up, right, is that you get these matchups where it could definitely be a whole level up moment for SoundBoi right now if he can overcome Infexious. But let's see what the man has to say himself. SoundBoi is one of the UK's hardest working and most improved players. I will not underestimate him. This is an important match for us both. So I love it, right? Also recognizing the fact that this is a hungry young player that has been improving constantly, and he knows it's no joke. Maybe most of the global scene is not familiar with him, but they are very familiar with him in the UK, and Infexious knows not to take him lightly.
Yeah, and look, just talking about SoundBoi's quote there where he's not sure if he's up to the task. He's already beaten Jester Power, Problem X, and Shivs to get to this place right here. Luke is what we're seeing. Okay, all right. First time Luke shows up in the CPT. Yeah. I'm stoked.
And to be honest with you, this is, I think, a better matchup than Ken or Zeku going into this with Cody. You know what I mean? Like, I play a little bit of Luke. I think the range on his fireball and just in general, the type of play that he can bring, the range he can play at is going to be better than Zeku or Cody in this matchup.
Let's go. The new character. Yeah, he's strong. I think all of us think that he's strong. He's got a lot of good tools. His neutral is really strong. He's got some hit confirmable stuff. His pressure is nice. He has the ability, as you can see, to just kind of control ranges.
Yeah, just harassing at this point. Standard stuff too with the V skill and the V trigger one.
Yeah, look at these buttons. They all kind of move him forward, as you just saw. They all move him forward a lot.
Yeah, we got a couple of target combos that can really get in there, activate the V trigger off of. SoundBoi actually whiffing, but not a big whiff punish on the throw attempt. Now V trigger is sitting on deck for SoundBoi, though he can bring out the pipe.
That's definitely what he's scheming for at this range. Infexious trying to be just outside of like obvious zonk range. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and that jump, it's such a funky animation. Oh, DP on the other side, not going to let him do anything. And yeah, I mean, Infexious just played, I think, the standard Luke game. That's what you want to do, right? Just the fireball range, annoy them with it. It's such a good projectile. And SoundBoi not risking any jumps, right? Not risking anything that can really go through it.
There's that hit confirm on the crouching medium kick. We've seen it a couple of times already. And you can see that range that's in front of Cody.
Beautiful
Infexious takes advantage of it beautifully. And he has just controlled that spot, the spot where it's about crouching medium kick, where his like light and medium will move him forward slightly.
Look at this, yeah, and anytime SoundBoi approaches, it's just so tough. They're trying to risk some jumpings there, but too far away for it to really counter the fireball.
Yeah, each time Infexious has gotten close to the corner, he has just jumped out.
Ooh. Yeah, and then the low trying to walk back after the throw attempt. Can't do that up against Luke from that throw.
All right, well, here we go. Oh, we got him!
Oh, the V should be trying to dodge the rock.
Next mix-up stun. Oh my God! Cody V trigger too. You can never count him out.
Oh, the rock juggle with the back-to-back sweet chin music. Okay, SoundBoi, that was a super kick party if I've ever seen one. Man, alright. Oh yeah, no, yeah, anti-air this time from Infexious. Maybe caught a little bit off guard after that ski mask robbery. Oh yeah. But again, this is the fireballs, right? This is the game that Infexious worked to his victory in that first round.
8.
Oh, it's a little bit outside that range, and Infexious not missing a whiff punish.
Not often that you see 2 supers in one game, but this character doesn't really use EX in the same way that some others do.
Yeah, exactly, right? We haven't really seen the V-Trigger 1, like the EX into the V-Trigger 1 or anything like that, so right now Infexious just big chilling. He's a SoundBoi, still very much content to play this ground game. He's looking for his own V-Trigger activation.
Oh, yeah.
Worked wonders last time.
Yeah, he's still in it. Still in it. Okay, yeah, I like this. Just get that character away from you. That said, there's no more EX. Or, sorry, there's no more V-Reversal.
Yeah, he's going to get bullied into this corner at this point. Ooh, does get clipped by that.
He's jumped. Oh, no, I couldn't even get the words out fast enough. He had done it each time he got close to the corner.
He's just holding that up forward at this point. Now both players with V-Trigger on deck. The EX into it. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, but the crunch counter into the activation. Jump and follow up.
Uh-oh.
Try to catch him teching.
Come on! It's not over yet. Oh, it is now! SoundBoi in 2 straight rounds with that Cody V-Trigger 2 makes the comeback.
Man, yeah, and it really was. The pipe came out and it was laid down. Infectious just couldn't really handle it. Got to the corner. You saw prioritizing that V reversal, but you highlighted the fact that at the end there, he didn't have the V reversal back, still towards the corner. SoundBoi played it nice and solid, worked him there, and yeah, man, that V-Trigger 2 has just been coming in handy.
So whether it's as yesterday in the top 16, he just showed real good control, or whether it is this comeback factor, because Cody's looking good on either side.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yesterday we didn't see the V-Trigger pretty much at all, and this time it is the one getting him the W. And yeah, see, I like Infexious sticking with Luke. I mean, he's controlled majority of this match. I think the matchup is good. You see the sway coming out, though, from SoundBoi. If you start figuring out the fireball game a little bit.
Hey. Okay. I'm not sure that's possible on reaction. That might just be guessing it out. We'll see if Infexious can maybe take advantage of that.
Yeah, bait it out a bit.
Right.
Punish him for it. But SoundBoi already with V-Trigger 2 and Infexious in the corner. Nice. Confirming off that low forward each and every time. And you can see Infexious a little bit more hesitant about the fireball game, but he's still confirming.
I love that he built his way out rather than just jumping this time. He did jump, but he had previously just controlled the ground before that. I love it. Different strat.
And there, the fireball comes out now, but again, not getting anxious about it, not overzealous. That's cool, calm, collected style, but the crunch counter is there.
Almost built enough for trigger. Now he's got it.
Yes, indeed, SoundBoi. The Infectious back to the corner once again. He does have 1 V meter for V reversal, has CA on deck as well. And he uses the EX.
Oh boy. Challenging still is Infectious.
The jabs almost bring him out of the scenario, but the plus frame jumps out, and the trade, it is Infectious just barely living and afford the trade with just a small amount of health left. And yes, we got the throw in the corner now. Infectious maybe gonna apply some of this offense that Luke is definitely good at as well, some frame traps, but right now it's just been all control. Yeah, there's the crush counter, crumple to his knees. Oh, he had a level 2 charge.
Oh. First big pressure series for Infectious. He backs off. He was hoping for something. Here we go, though.
Oh, the command throw reset. Put the rock on him. Yeah, just respecting it.
Yeah, absolutely blocking it out as Infectious.
EX, all right. V-Trigger now, so yeah. He could use the V-Trigger just to see if SoundBoi's flinching. Long-range projectile, lots of damage as well. Oh, but no, Infectious the one flinching this time. Big damage here, the pipe.
Ooh, he's still stuck. Jumps out, and he's away.
Yeah, and that was the last use of the pipe. EX Zonk, though, trying to skip that neutral, get the plus frames going. Oh, yeah. And Infectious, using that last bit of V-Trigger, and the long-range fireball catches him jumping out. 1 up here in our best of 5.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. I like him staying with Luke. That makes a lot of sense. Even in the previous game, I didn't feel like his Luke was out of it. There were big comebacks from his opponent. That's something that everybody is subject to. That's not a character thing. So he's looking good. I like this.
Yeah, Infectious very, very solid here, pretty much kneeling every time he nails a low forward. Just confirming it into the DP, no problems there. Been pretty solid on the anti-airs as well. We saw SoundBoi jumping a couple of times, but we saw a cross cut from Infectious. Definitely all around solid. We'll see how SoundBoi responds. We saw a couple of sways coming out as well to deal with this mid-range projectile game. It kind of discouraged Infectious a little bit from throwing those. Whoa, just taking it to the face, but I mean, that V-Trigger's there now. So not the worst thing in the world.
Gotta respect that.
Oh, man, so they're playing so careful on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, dude, every hit from Infectious, every crouching medium kick at least is going to be, hit confirmed.
Yeah, I like this. A little bit more stand-like kick from SoundBoi in the footsies because of this. Yeah, you see even trades right there. Ooh, it had the Zonk confirm on deck, but no, drop the follow-up.
Way out of the corner, too, not just damage.
1 bar. The V-Trigger. Oh, yeah, he's going to dissipate that with that and recover in time not to get killed by the jump-in.
SoundBoi. Okay, Infectious all of a sudden first time walking forward for the grab. SoundBoi, he needs it. He needs it. Infectious trying to block it out.
Oh, not safe enough on that jump, my friend. Infectious with the DP on the other side. Yeah, I really like him walking up in that instance because he still had the V-Trigger loaded, right? And you have so much respect because of the damage output on that V-Trigger. Just eating a projectile for that much damage does not feel good. Ooh, whip punish.
Okay, let's
Taking
go.
advantage of that.
see how far he moves with those standing punches. Finally an anti-air. Not too much, but he's at least paying attention to that. It's a good sign.
Yeah, Infexious once again escapes the corner.
And back to this control.
Yeah,
Holding on
easy.
a fireball range, occasionally walking up for, to at least threaten crouching medium kick, just like this. Keeping his eye on anti-airs too. It's a really strong neutral game.
Yeah, that SoundBoi, he's been trying a little bit more stand medium kick now. Again, just trying to figure out these buttons that he can contest loop with. Oh, as soon as he steps up and thinks he can do it, the roundhouse to the dome piece. CA on top of that. Gonna be lots and lots of damage. SoundBoi, life support.
He needs a lot of work, but he's got that pipe still.
Oh, huge jump finally!
Oh, it's doable. It's doable.
It's the full zonk combo as well. The V-Bray gonna avoid the zonk.
Got him.
Right up the air too, the juggle point.
No EX available.
Oh, he used it as a frame trap, really.
Got him!
SoundBoi, how does he do this, bro? The pipe comes out, you just can't handle it.
By the way, not just pipe. That comeback actually started pre-V-trigger activation.
True. The big jump in, right? Finally over the fireball, which Infexious had been utilizing so well. Oh, already in this corner.
Sudden offense. And not backing off as he had. Look at this man. He knew when to go in. And he's got super. He's going to spend it, and he's going to take the game.
I love that. I mean, Infexious, I think, really recognized the mental stamina and how much you had in the gas tank in that situation, right? SoundBoi, this has been a very slow, grinding set. Everybody's just been trying to make the most out of these small hits, playing very solid neutral. And when you make a big comeback like that, after so many rounds of just solid, slow play, I think that takes a lot out of you. So I think Infexious just really turned on the gas.
Yeah, and it reminds me of how he played yesterday. We saw that same kind of thing from him when he played against Ending Walker. Towards the end, he really got the same sense of, like, there's blood in the water.
Yeah.
Got to make it happen right now.
Cool. Nice whip punish there. SoundBoi catching Infexious, whipping one of those big, heavy kicks. Yeah, I like that contesting. Infexious just with the crouch light kick. Risking it for the biscuit.
Okay. Forward advance. SoundBoi trying to back off a little bit to look for a jump. But Infexious has done a good job in the last couple rounds of building his way out of these situations rather than just jumping.
Yeah, so
He is again. Look, he has actually moved SoundBoi backwards.
Yeah, SoundBoi didn't want to give up too much of that space, actually spinning a V-bar and V-shift. Maybe too far for the special to follow up, so that's why he held back after the crouch medium kick. Yeah, let's start it up, bruh.
Time to party. Oh, no.
The rock coming down. Oh, no, got caught flinching afterwards, but it's okay. Then anti-air, the jump out, and now we're going back to the mid-screen.
A little bit more safety for Infexious, who almost has a full super.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Activation instead. No.
Oh, wow. Probably the first low forward, not confirmed.
Oh, he's looking at the jump so hard. SoundBoi's not getting into it, so walking up is Infexious.
That was great recognition once again. Ooh. The whirlwind going through, but no, you're trying to take your advantage after that jump in and Infexious challenges. And I love it, man. Infexious once again really recognizing that SoundBoi was hesitant, a little timid in the neutral, not pressing buttons actively. Plus that V-trigger was bringing a lot of respect to the table, so he just walked up and threw him.
Okay, that actually backed off. Infexious is fully cornered.
But the lean back on his V-shift is pretty sick.
It is, I agree. He's got a real cool one.
EX whirlwind to the corner we go.
Building up the gray, if nothing else.
Yo, oh, man.
SoundBoi trying to move in.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has definitely been a little bit perplexed about how to approach Infexious at this point. Oh, no, and even the stand light kick getting punished. Yeah, now going into the Zonk, unfortunately, and then thrown towards the corner.
It's a great choice. Now that whole screen behind him, he can play on this top Joy Street Fighter Duel stage.
Yeah, just chilling. Sweep a little bit too far once again. Of course, SoundBoi looking to try to approach to get that V-trigger activation, but Infexious putting a stop to that once more.
That's really where the hopes are at this point. Okay.
Yeah, even...
Oh, no! Not against Cody. Not against Cody, V-trigger too.
Oh, no! He even backed up to try to prevent that. Oh, nah, that is a heartbreaking way to go down in that set. SoundBoi looking for the jump out, but I'm not sure if his option got stuffed or what ended up happening. Unfortunate. And Infexious finds his way to escape the corner as he did time and time again in that set. And that Luke going to winners finals.
Luke, he's really good.
Yeah.
Can we just say he's a very good character? Somebody yesterday was talking about who the best Shoto is in the game.
Oh, yeah.
I think they said it was Ken.
Nah, you got the wrong blonde fella.
Yeah, I think it's that guy. Anyway, congrats to Infectious, who moves on into winners finals as a result. We have one other winners side matchup for you. Check out the bracket here. Remind you of what's going on. That is going to be Hurricane versus, as you can see up there, One Step Laird.
Indeed. So this is going to be the Cammy versus the Karen. And, of course, you know, we've been alluding to it. Hurricane has had a lot of opinions about Karen on Twitter, calling her like the best character in the game throughout all the patches and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, of course, you know, playing Cammy, the same argument can be made for that character, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with One Step Laird, who looked very solid on his Karen yesterday, taking it 2-0 over Gunslinger. But this was, the replays from the Infectious and SoundBoi said. It was really solid, right? And Infectious just doing what he does best on that Luke. And, yeah, I think he did pick the best character in his arsenal for the matchup.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And look, even though it was a 3-1, not a 3-0, that 3-1 required some really cool, interesting comebacks from SoundBoi. A lot of that game even still was controlled, in fact, by Infectious. So I loved it. I thought he played extremely well. That's the kind of stuff I expect from him. Just he's a wall, and at the same time, he knows when and how to move forward to get himself out of the corner. It's just a classic thing that we've seen from Infectious many, many times over the years.
Indeed. So he's going to be moving on, of course. And, yeah, as you mentioned, we're going to see who's going to join him in the winners finals that's coming up next. Or, excuse me, the winners semifinals is going to be coming up next. Hurricane and One Step Laird. Cammy versus Karen, I mean, on paper, it seems like I think either character can win the matchup, right? There's probably a bit of advantages and some nuanced scenarios that I'm not aware of. But